This Saturday, the 3rd of March, Dr. Steve Nicholson would have been 92, but he passed away unfortunately last fall, and I last got to see him in Vegas last year with his wife, Carol Peterson, and I wanted to do a video in tribute to him, but under the subject specifically about mentoring. So I'm Andrew Nagorski. I'm here with
Naima, Shaikh,
who have both been recipients of Steve's direct mentoring.
absolutely.
I met him when I worked at Oakland Community College in 1987. Followed him to Abu Dhabi in the higher colleges of technology as Chief Information Officer when he was Associate Vice Chancellor. And I got to field start a new team. Naima was my very first hire.
Was.
One of the best hires I've ever had, if not the best. Wondering who I'm offending here. But she moved up so well and was so capable of so many things, and we actively advised one another during that process.
We did.
And I just thought, from the lessons learned, what a mentor is and is not is important. And the first key is what a mentor is not. Sorry, I had to write this earlier. Memory's a little jaded. A mentor is not a job provider directly. They're not a bartender, possibly wait staff, if they know you well. They're not a decision maker for you. They're not a lover. If you're exchanging body fluids, you're not getting good advice. Never believe anything you hear just before an orgasm. They're not a relative. Relatives have jaded perspectives of you dated from your childhood. They're not a psychologist or a psychiatrist because they always say, what would you really like to do? They are not a spiritual advisor or anyone else that takes cash for advice. They are never a government employee. But what they are, and this is key, is they're an advisor to you. They listen. They're a counselor to what you're thinking of. They can be a career strategist in the long term as well as tactical short term. Let's call them an issue consultant, the problems that you're having, the issues you're having. Mood corrector, whether too euphoric or the opposite direction, someone needs to reset you. An idea catalyst, they can think out of the box with you. And finally, a professional reference.
There's one more.
Yes, please.
See, to me, one thing that I really saw in Dr. Nicholson is that he was such an inspiration. I still remember a speech that he gave right in the middle of our workspace of how he made us IT people and administrators come across as so much more glamorous when he explained that we were the people who created the environment that allowed that magical moment between teacher and student to happen, for that knowledge transfer to happen. And it completely changed my perspective on how I looked at things.
Very good, very good. So I just wanted to mention a couple of names of people from the HCT days, which was a very unique and successful culture. We helped start 14 technical colleges and put in all the IT for that. So in my team, besides Naima, Farhan, Aziz, and Suha were all people that were great hires, moved on to more tremendous things in their careers, and it was just a magic moment to be together at that time professionally. And then Naima went on, and then she mentored a whole new generation of folks.
Yeah, we had Rima Yubi, who's about to get her PhD in social media, which is rather incredible.
So she's now passed us in the fast lane.
Yes. Sue Crosby, who's now Sue Green, and Jill Maddock, also now known as Jill Seconder, also known as Lounge Jess, Ian Sales, Shabir Kapashi, who's now
CEO in Chicago.
Yeah, and Jane Touche, who is now also still, consulting all over the world with IT companies.
And Hema.
And hey, Maninani, yes.
Who had the first delivery on time with her daughter.
She did. She did. Yes.
So the key is when you mentor someone, they need to give back to others, and you continuing the mentoring. So there's like 3 generations of professional people that we know that Dr. Steve Nicholson personally affected and started that chain. So on behalf of his birthday, thank you. We miss you, but we carry on the tradition.